It's crazy but true. The podcast, we got them all hating on us like we won't last. It's a creative space, so press play. We want them numbers running up like you doing a race. It's crazy but true. Born and raised in the loop. We covering every single topic, sports, music, through news. We dropping facts, man. So go on and grab a friend. And if you liking what you hearing, tell them tap in. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in.
Hey, listen, always test our guests and make sure, like, when it's time to tap in, tapping in. Because that's a very important part of the show is tapping in. That's the first thing you got to do.
Okay.
And you are listening to your favorite podcast, Crazy But Shooter Podcast, on Smiling from Ear to Ear, because we got some special guests in the building. Y'all know who that girl is over there. That's Key. And in the building, I got Adriana and I got Jordan Wilson, the Wilsons. That's what we're going to call them.
The Wilsons in the house.
Hey, y'all.
They like the basketball? Yeah, like the basketball. Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all living? Talk to our Crazy But True. Let them know how you doing, how your Christmas went, how your New Year's went, and how y'all mental health is in this new year. How y'all doing?
Good. Just trying to keep sane through everything, right?
Hey,
Absolutely.
Audrey.
For real. Just trying to keep sane, keep balance. Like balance. That's the word for me for this year. Balance.
That's a good one.
That's a hard word, but I like that word.
I mean, balance is a good one, but I'm more goal driven this year. New goals, new levels, 30 coming up, so doing something different, something big, everything about different this year. So being excited about that.
That's what he said, goal driven. He put two words together. He said goal driven.
For real, that's how you know it's serious.
That's a phrase. More of a phrase.
How was y'all Christmas and how was y'all New Year's? Did Santa come through and bless y'all with New Year's? Did y'all go into New Year's with, like Jordan said, he goal driven. Is that how y'all going into the New Year this year?
Thanks. Well, we spent Christmas with Jordan's family in Champaign. So that's what we normally do. We spend Christmas with his family, Thanksgiving with my family. So Christmas was nice. His brother just had a baby, Rainy and Jalen.
Hey,
so that's why we was in Champaign for Christmas. But we enjoyed our time though. It was fun. And then as far as you said that Santa come through and bless us, our family came through and blessed us, man.
Important.
They did. Our family come through.
That's a blessing for sure.
It is.
You gotta love family.
Yeah.
That's what's like.
So here on Crazy But True, the mental health scale, we got to do the mental health scale.
That's fine.
Now, the real mental health scale is go the other way. Crazy But True, 1 is bad, 10 is great. So right now, where's y'all mental health at? We need a number.
Give us a number right now.
But okay, you said 1 is bad, 10 is great.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm at an 8.
Okay.
I would say I'm at a 8.7.
Oh, I don't think we ever had one of them.
Just because my mental health, because this is why I say this, because just because something is not going right, that doesn't mean my joy is taken away. So mental health wise, I'm okay. I'm totally fine, but that doesn't mean things are not going wrong in my life. So yeah.
Hey, we're getting the word today.
I see what she said. They got me, but they ain't got me down. Hey man, what do you do? That's what's up. Jordan had a quick 8. I don't know, man. That was a quick 8, Jordan. You ain't even think
right. We need to.
I gotta go with an 8 because I break it down at 5. It's like you need help. You need somebody to talk to you at that level. I said 8 because I got 3 parameters I go with: God, my career, my wife, which is my family. So all 3 of those in point, they all matching together. then I'm at an 8.
That's fine.
Then it's all together, but everything has to be perfect in my eyes.
That's
So
fine.
everything needs work. Then I go a 9, but I ain't gonna never get to a 10. So I'm at that age. But 8 is where I'm at because everything connecting in that triangle. So
Key,
everything looking good.
Key, it sounded like he trained. Why do he sound trained? That was cold.
Yeah, he definitely do
I
that.
hope the fellas is writing that down. He said 3 things. Can you run that back with people in the back for me, please?
God, family, and my career.
He said, "Long, them 3 things good. He good."
But I can't take credit for that one. That's from basketball. They taught us that we're refereeing though, because if you want to keep a solid career with that, you got to keep those 3 intact in order. Because one off, you can't do your career. So I'm on the road a lot.
Okay.
I didn't know this was an educational episode, but I'm just learning. I'm just learning. I'm learning right now.
I didn't know he's gonna drop down so early. Like,
man, in the intro, we just talking about mental health.
He pulled me out
all of it.
He called me out of my 8. Like I know my 8.
I'm just saying, I had to make sure. It was quick. I just have to make sure. Key, how you living up there? How was your Christmas, Key? How was your New Year's been? What's good up there?
Man, I'm doing okay. I'm doing better right now. Christmas was rough for me. You know what I'm saying? Christmas was a little rough. I was a little sick. You know what I'm saying? Had a little going on. You know what I'm saying? So I had to spend that time alone. You feel me? I ain't want to bed or nothing like that, but you ain't trying to go around nobody, your family members, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind spending time alone. So it was cool. I watched my little Christmas movies. I did me.
Okay.
You know, it was cool. It was all good.
You had some you time for Christmas.
Yeah. I can't be mad about that.
It ain't too bad. It ain't too bad, but you know.
I can't be mad about that.
I like being by myself. I feel that.
I just love it, you know? I didn't plan on that, but hey, I wasn't mad about it. I ate a lot of snacks, a lot of food, a lot of tea, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm getting a little nervous for this number now. I'm getting a little nervous, but maybe you might surprise us. I don't know.
Right now, I'll have to go with about a 7.5.
Ooh, okay.
You know?
Okay. I like that.
Sometimes life gets you. I mean, I'm good. I ain't, you know, I'm here. I got a smile on my face. Life be a little heavy sometimes.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So
Adriana said you can let it grab you, but don't let it beat you down.
Yeah. Life be a little heavy, and we all process that and deal with that how we deal with that. Sometimes it you know, get you, it push you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight back. So I'm fighting back.
That's what's up.
That's where I'm at right now.
After this,
can you do that push again for me?
It was pushing.
Okay.
Hey, but hopefully after this positive mental health go up, we trying to get you around at least an 8.7.
Facts. Because it is a loose one. You know that loose one can move. That loose one could go up.
It can go up.
You might hit an 8 by the time we done.
It can go up. I'm gonna go with my number first. I'm at a solid 8. It's solid. It's strong. It ain't moving nowhere. It ain't moved nowhere in a minute. So it's a solid. It's a strong 8. Like it been in the gym. That's how strong it is. My Christmas was a beautiful Christmas. Honestly, I make money on Christmas. I work during Christmas. Somebody asked me on Christmas, why they make y'all work on Christmas? Somebody gotta make some money on Christmas. Well, I'll take it. I'll take the money. So it was
time and a half.
Yeah, add that up.
Exactly.
But hey, I worked during Christmas. I didn't have a lot of me time. But I looked forward to the New Year because New Year, I love New Year, new me. I love being a new person for at least a week and a half. You know, you be a new person, then you go back to the old person. That's me right there. That's me. So I look forward to that week of just, you know, being a new person for about a week. So I'm at a strong 8. Really strong 8 right now. But
not a week though.
Right, a week.
Maybe a month. Can't give it a month.
Right. I'm like, dang, that's kind of short. But he went to the gym 3 times.
No, because I feel that it do only be like 2 weeks or so, maybe a month. Last year, 2021, that was the first time I ever like started something and finished it. And that was like me being vegan. And so I started being vegan January 1st of 2021, and I completed that whole year straight being vegan.
That's good.
That's
And so, but that
That's
was the
good.
first time I ever did something like that. So I was like, listen, okay.
It could be
That's
done.
good.
That's what's up. That's cold. Actually, can we start right there today? Like, let's start right there. Let's start with New Year's resolutions. Did y'all have? You said you had one last year, Adriana, about being vegan. First, tell us about that, and then tell us about. Did you have any New Year's resolution? Do y'all have one separately? Do y'all have one together? And Key, I cannot wait to hear your New Year's resolution. It gotta be good. So how y'all go about your New Year's resolution?
You want to go first?
So you want for the current, like this year, I guess.
Whatever, just dive into it. Wherever you want to start, just dive into it.
I don't know. I guess the one for me is kind of what I say with goal driven. It's more, I want to be more, what's the word? Direct with my emotions. Or if I say something, I want to just get right to it instead of procrastinating. So my resolution is kind of just getting right to it. So not sitting around saying, all right, I'm gonna do this. All right, instead of saying I'm gonna do it, I'm just go ahead and do it and then let everything fall into place after that. So it's really just putting my goals on paper and going after it. So
man, you made that sound so easy. When I say do something, I do it. No, I ain't do it. It's never that easy.
It's never that easy, but you gotta keep telling. She'll tell you I'm really free spirited, so I give a credit to my athletic background. It's just when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and if I get knocked off that path, that's cool. But I'm still gonna do what I said I'm gonna do, and I'm still gonna get it done. So it don't matter what happens, I'm still gonna get it done.
That's what's up. Did you have a New Year's resolution going into 2022?
2022. My New Year's resolution is to be a better man for my family in all aspects. So whatever better is for me and how we explain it, which we want to get together on how to be a better man, which is providing more or finding more, but not as far as money, but more as intelligence on different subjects, getting more involved with the house project, different things like that. So that's my goal, and to really be more financial stable to where I'm contributing or more, not, you know what I'm saying, I contribute the money, but the aspect of the mental side of it. So that's really my goal for this 2022 though.
I just want to let our viewers now, our followers know I do be taking notes. Look at me, y'all.
Talk about look at me,
I
y'all.
be telling y'all, I be taking notes too, because he really okay. He said together. Okay. That's cold. That's some cold stuff, man. That's what's up, man. I hope our Crazy But True is listening, especially our fellas, because I don't know about our fellas Crazy But True, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, we got some questionable guys watching the show.
Please look though, if they question, don't bag them. No, this has got to meet everybody where they at though. It was not this easy. It didn't take this right. My mindset, I looked at things different. I always challenge things, but trust me, I was that kid, fat meat, I ain't believe it was greasy. I'm trying it first. And I'm gonna get my knocking. All right, cool. I'm gonna bounce back, but don't knock the guys that's listening. I got y'all, bro.
You said I was one of y'all. He was one of y'all.
Yeah, because I was there.
No, that's what's up though, man. That's my New Year's resolution is a little bit different than yours, but I'll say mine. Adriana, what kind of New Year's resolution did you have going into this year?
Mine was definitely, well, something that I've been praying for a lot is just wisdom, because when you have wisdom, you got everything. Like, you have wisdom in knowing how to make your day-to-day decisions, how to, in my case, build 2 businesses. Because if I have wisdom, I can bring finances. If I have wisdom, I can be a better person. So mine is really wisdom, gaining all wisdom, like talking to people who are older than me. That's the key right there. Talk to people. Don't stop talking to a lot of your friends. Talk to people who are older than you, who've been in the game, who know what's up. Sit down and talk to them, because that has benefited me so much.
Major key. Has there ever been a problem for you, like going up and talking to people you don't know? Was there ever a problem?
Facts. Oh yeah.
Like how you
Yes.
over that though when you know that's a major
He
key.
helped me with like, cause he's such a people's person, and I'm like, and you look, I'm from Chicago, Kiki. You know, we don't talk to people for real. Like,
as soon as you made the
what?
face, I was like,
Yeah. So I'm like, what is you talking to him for? Like, you like you don't even know, dude.
You talking to people too much. Can we go?
Like, yeah, like you being way too friendly. Like, And but see, I start seeing how people was like calling him back for certain stuff or asking him. Like we went to a business event and he started like connecting with people and they calling him asking, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, dang. So it was like I started to see because he was this way, he started making connections that I wasn't making.
That's cold. That's fine.
And so that's what made me, I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of my comfort zone. So when I get out of my comfort zone now, I'm like, guess what I did today?
You want to kind of brag about it, cause you want to let him know a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
so yeah, like, yeah, I had a huge problem with talking to people. I mean, I still do in a way, but I've gotten better.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, you know, that's listening right now who had that same problem, who know that's a major way, networking is a major way to get yourself or your business heard, but they got that little obstacle right there of they don't want to do that, they don't know how, or they don't want to. So I'm glad you kind of mentioned that because partners can help. Partners can definitely help you in different aspects of life, and that's one of them. And that's cold, Jordan, that you kind of, you know, and it's crazy because you probably did it without even having a teacher. You was just doing it naturally, and she picked up, like, okay, and now she bragging to you. That's really crazy. But
yeah, well, that's his sole job right now in our business is to do the outreach because it ain't for me.
Like I can put the face on, but that is his face, you know. So
yes, I can because deep down I'd be like, oh, like do I gotta? But you know, he'd be like, oh, it's easy. Come on, let's just do it. Like
that's cool. That's cool. Key, what's good, Key? Can you? How crazy but yours, Key? They so invested and interested in your life.
And my life is really nothing going on like that. It really ain't that deep.
Can you please tell me what you got going on for 2022, please?
So I don't make resolutions per se, simply because of how we stated before. I just be feeling like you ain't about to do that shit.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
fun. It's fun. It's
if you wait, I feel like if I wait to January 1st to do something, I ain't really trying to do it. That's just in my mind, you know. But I do like to, I will say 2021 was the first year, out of all the years I kept saying I'm gonna make a vision board. That was the first year that I really made a vision board and set my intentions. And that was an array of things, but some of those things were to spend more time with my family, more family time, like be more connected with my family, actually have more conversations and show up to more events because you only get one family. Also just to put myself first in more situations. Growing up and just all through life, I've been that person who always is there for the family, putting the family first. Like if somebody needs this, I'm gonna give it to them. If I gotta take my shirt off to give it to you and I'm cold now, it's cool, like as long as you're good. So, and that's great to a certain extent, but you can't do anything for anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself first. So that was one of my intentions and focuses this year, just being a little bit more selfish and not in a bad way, but like I said, you got to do things for you. So that's how I went into it, and that's kind of how I'm going into 2022 as well. I'm not really setting a resolution, but I do want to be kind of what Jordan said earlier. Like if I say I'm gonna do something, I need to do that. You know, I can say time and time again, I'm gonna start working out every day, work out 3 days, and then ain't working out no more. Now that's not the case. Like I started working out last February, so now I'm going on a year of being consistent with that. But I didn't say I was gonna do that on January 1st. You know what I'm saying? It just happened like, all right. It's February. I start this new job. It was like I started a new job in February. I'm like, all right, before work, I'm a new job. I'm gonna do that. So in 2022, I'm pretty much do the same thing. Just be about me, be about my business. And I'm going on 30. I'm not gonna be 30 this year. I'm 29, but I want to have things set in motion by the time 30 hit. And So 2022 is about my business. It's about business. That's really my focus, is about my business, about my money, and my mental health and family. That's what it is. I gotta level up.
It sounds like small battles, man. That's what's up, because sometimes people make, these resolutions as these big old battles, and they be like, damn. And some make little small battles, like you said. And that's me. I'm one of those big crazy resolution people. Like I said, it's a fun for me. It's a challenge for a good week and a half, 2 weeks. And then I'm like, back to the rest schedule program. But for me this year, like I said, mine's a little different than y'all's. Y'all view the world a little different. I just want to gain some weight. I just want to gain.
Just want to what?
Gain some weight. I need about 20 pounds this year. I need about 20 pounds this year.
You can do it.
If y'all see me out here, gaining weight and eating, let me know.
Listen,
that's a good resolution.
In college, everybody know in college he probably was like 120. No, he is skinny. Everybody know in college he's skinny.
Yeah.
When I start cooking though,
that's when it changed. Is that when it changed?
Basically, TJ, you need a wife.
Just consistent.
Well,
TJ, you need to get married, basically.
A whole other story, because he was getting 3 meals a day. You know what I'm saying? So TJ,
get you a wife.
Me.
She said.
Oh man.
And she gotta know how to cook. Like, not cook, but she gotta know how to cook that way.
Cook. That's 2 cooks.
Cause skinny men need women who could cook, because that's how you add on your pounds.
For real.
All right, 20.
In the right pounds, because you don't want the girl that's bringing you White Castle or Taco Bell when she pull up to the crib.
Exactly.
I don't feel like cooking, babe, but I got you a burger. Now your stomach big, everything else still skinny. That's not the type of wife you need.
And that's not the pound.
Thank you, Kiki. Yes.
Yeah, that's not the one.
In the meantime, you eat some peanut butter jellies to them at nighttime with some milk in bed. Heavy on the peanut butter.
Heavy on the
and you gotta push them weight.
Yeah.
Put the whey protein in the milk and shake it up.
Right.
Okay. Listen, I've been trying to gain weight for the last 15 years, man. It's been tough. I probably gained at least 10 pounds in like 15 years. That's crazy, but it's true. Crazy.
Wow.
So this is the year. This is the year. And if y'all see me, trying to get big and eating out and doing this thing, let me know. I see you, bro. I see you getting fat. To me, it's a compliment. It's a compliment if y'all tell me that. So just let me know. And also, I'm that guy who like the people to make resolutions, because I like to check in on y'all to see what, like, you posted something. Oh, I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna check in on you in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna check in and see you still handling your.
But what about them serial ones though? That serial resolution people. They always say what they gonna do, and they never do it. You want them to check in too? Because I ain't trying to hear all that. All right.
Good point.
You've been lying for the past 5 years.
Good point.
Saying on January 1st you're gonna stop smoking weed, and you just posted a backwood in your story the other day. January 1st not gonna make you quit.
It's a last one. # last one.
They gotta finish the pack out first.
Yeah.
Last pack. That's what it means. Last pack.
This a whole zip. It takes time.
Crazy, but it's true, people. Crazy, but it's true. But yeah, that's this year. That's what I'm looking forward to. I hope everybody get to their goals this year. To me, resolution is a goal. It's whatever. People like to say resolution because goals sound more harder to do. Resolution sound, if I don't do it, it's cool. So, good luck to everybody who has New Year's resolutions this year. Good luck to everybody who don't. Some people don't even believe in those. I do. I look forward to y'all's.
You excited about everybody else's resolution?
I'll be like,
right.
Do this. I'll be writing it down. I'm checking.
How much do you weigh, sir?
Yes, sir. You can listen to Crazy But You the podcast. Yeah, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, because we are not talking about that right now. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, why am I embarrassed?
I gotta check in.
Right. It's a safe space.
Because how we gonna know what you gained? How we gonna know if you gained the pounds?
Because you be like, I gained 20 pounds, and you tell me your weight, and you only gained 10 or 5, so we gotta see how big you.
Okay, so you don't want to say it on camera. Put it in the comments when the episode come out.
Right.
Just put your weight in the comments.
When we go on the little break, you tell us.
Hey, this is a safe space, man. Let's just say I'm under 170.
That ain't bad, bro. You good.
All right, I want to be 190, pushing 200.
So I'm gonna tell you this. I thought I wanted to too. I was at 200. Depending what you're doing in your career life,
okay,
you feel sluggish. You
okay.
feel, yeah. I mean, you got to work out with that 200 because I feel like I can go myself, and I drop back down to about 185, 190. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. That 200 sometimes they for your body shape.
Right. Everybody's body type is different.
He's killing me with
He's
this.
already
TJ, he was killing me.
I'm just trying to get right listening. I'm taking notes this year. That's another goal of mine. I'm taking all notes. Nothing but notes. That's what's up, though, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have to talk about this PR pitch. I see Jordan got his shirt on. Adriana don't have her shirt on. I don't know why.
He tell me he was wearing his shirt today, y'all. I was like, I'm wearing my stand-up shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We're representing our culture.
That's what's up.
I'm wearing Wilson's PR pitch shirt.
Well, y'all both did a good job. We like both.
Yes.
We love it.
It's a balance, you know, it's a balance.
Wilson's PR pitch love stands for Black Lives. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. So can we please talk about Wilson's PR pitch? First, let's talk about what is it, and then get into how y'all started it.
You
good with the what is it? I'll do how it started.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It all tie in together. But Wilson's PR pitch is our business that we started together after we got married. The start of Wilson's PR pitch actually came from Jordan. Because he majored in public relations communication. So that's what the PR stands for in Wilson's PR pitch, is public relations. And with that being his major, he just kept saying, like, when we got together, he kept saying, like, I want to own a business. I want to own a business. And I'm like, do you? Because I don't want to own no business. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I thought I was always that person to need to be able to just, you know, work. And of course I'll probably be the boss, but I didn't want to go through that. Even when I was in the psychology realm, I was like, I don't want to open up my own practice. I'd rather work for a hospital or a clinic or something like that. But God have different plans.
Won't he do it?
Every time.
So we were 4 months into 4 months away from our wedding when I lost my job. And during that process, I had just graduated with my master's in business. And I'm like trying to apply for jobs. I'm doing all this. I'm like, why? I got a whole master's degree. Why ain't nobody hiring me? Like, what's going on? I knew I was on the blacklist. I just knew it. But then it was like, I was door dashing one day. And it was like something just smacked me in the face. Like,
That's how it be.
It's something more. Like, and so I literally called him that day when I was door dashing in the car. And I was like, Jordan, I was like, I can't do this. I was like, it's something else gotta come out of this. Like, and this was by this time when I called him, it was like 3 weeks before our wedding. And we was just trying to get some extra money to pay off some little stuff, and just get some extra spending money. And so I ended up telling him, I was like, I asked him, I said, is this business that you're talking about that you want to start? I said, is this your business or is this our business? And he straight up said, he was like, this our business.
Wait, I gotta pause you.
How can the pause too, but she didn't give you a glorified story.
That's an important part. That's an important part, Adriana. Was that important to you, knowing whose business this was going to be? Was that a big deal?
Because I wouldn't, because I know how I am. and I know I'm a stickler for whatever it is that I do. So I didn't want to go in and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you with this. And he didn't give me that okay, because I knew this was his dream. Like this is his dream and me being his helpmate to make this come true.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have never wanted to step in and do all of this before, because Jordan had actually started this, and he started doing this for free back in like 2018. So we went to this business thing, and it was a business workshop. And what they said was, you love something, and you'll do something for the rest of your life if you'll start doing it for free. And so he started doing it for free. And I'm like, Jordan, at some point so he started in 2018. By 2020, I'm like, you need to get some money. You need to start charging people for this. So, people were blessing him. They were sending blessings like, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that. But I'm like, let's put it into action. But I never really stepped foot in it because I was in my own career path. But after I earned my degree, it was like, okay, I got to do something else. And so that's kind of how that came about. And after we got married, it went into it. I literally sat down like 3 weeks after our wedding, and I sat down. I solidified the name, solidified the business, got the EIN, and did everything, and we went from there.
So if Jordan would have said, "This is kind of my business. This is kind of thing I want to do," would have kind of stopped you, or would that kind of would have been like, okay, well, I'm gonna be over here then?
Not necessarily, because I was already helping him with stuff anyway. So like, regardless, because he was getting ready to be my husband. So regardless, I was going to help him, whether he wanted to do that on his own or whether he wanted me to help him.
So get you some.
He writes some old notes.
What you writing down now?
Gotta get you somebody who gonna help you regardless. Your dream, our dream.
Now go ahead.
I'm with that. That's what's up. That's cool. That's a good. I think that was a good point to kind of how it all started. I think that was a great point. So Jordan, what actually is this thing, and why did you want to start this? Like, what is it?
So everything she said was absolutely correct. But here you go, get your paper ready. But honestly, I wanted to start it because I didn't want to continue to work for the 9 to 5. I wanted to do something that I like doing and love doing. And I was like, man, I didn't want to go to college and get this degree, get a bachelor's in communication, don't do anything with it. I was looking for jobs in the field, and I finally found something with it that's similar to it. I love the job I'm at now, but in the midst of it, I couldn't find anything. So I really love helping people. So when I started looking at people like small business and stuff, I'm like, you got a real nice product. Like people should know about this. Why is it?
They don't know how to act.
I don't have a social media. I don't know how to work with social media. You what? Here, it's easy to me to do it. Well, Jordan, I got this problem. Can you, come here, give it to me. I do it real quick again. So it was just a mindset to me. I just like doing it. And then my friend, I can't give too much information because the line ain't dropped yet, but he called me. He was like, hey, bro, I got this dream idea. I said, bro, you'd be the first black man that I've known personally in the area to do something like this. You could possibly do something different. And so we run off with that. And so it's more like I just like helping people, and then it kind of grew from there. So, that's why I say get your paper ready, because I know my standards. I know I can reach out to people, but as far as details, the what's the word I'm looking for?
You're right. The details, the behind the
scene work,
the daily operation. That's all me.
That's her. She has an eye for it, but I can look at something else like, no, we missing this, we missing that. So it's a hand-in-hand type thing.
That's cool.
I'm loving this. Yeah, I'm just loving this.
Because something that was easy and natural to Jordan that was hard to other people, that's cool. I'm gonna write that down too, because that's the easy way to start a business. And then I think pre-show we was talking about, Adriana was telling Key, do something that you're passionate in, because it's something you can do for a long time. That's kind of important. If it's passion behind it, it ain't nothing.
Yes, it is crazy because like I've always I never had the passion to necessarily start my own business, but I've always had the passion of like educating other people and like teaching other people how to do things, how to operate things. Like I'm very organized. So like all of those things, like me doing everything in Wilson's PR pitch, it just came naturally for me. So it was like when I'm working, it doesn't feel like I'm working. So that's why I said that make sure you're passionate about it, because something will become your passion and you don't even know it. Like here, he presented this whole thing to me and I'm like, dang, I really like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing something where I'm feeling like I'm working all the time. So that's the biggest part. Now it's hard, man. Entrepreneurship, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak at all. But it's definitely worth it. It's so worth it.
Extremely.
Man, that's what's up. That's cold.
For sure.
I be having a thousand businesses in my head to start, but I mean, like, it sounds cool, it sounds great, but then I just cross off the list. No, I'm good on that.
I don't cross off the list. It's called somebody talk about it.
Because your mind can't really even start the thought process of like, how's that shit even gonna go? Like, it's an idea, but like, what's step one?
Right.
And sometimes you just need that other person to be like, hey, look at this.
That's what we do.
Because and that's true though. You have two people. You have the idea person and you have the operations person. You won't always have that person who knows how to do it. Like you can come up with a billion ideas, but don't know how to operate it. And that's why you need a team. Like it's so important to have a team.
And have a direct line in your business, because we've shifted our services so many times because we were doing everything in-house. But then we started getting more clientele who's all right, now I start partnering with other businesses. So if you do websites, or if you could do business cards, if you could do flyers, well, how would you like to do a part? We'll send you some clients to you, but they're coming through our company, but we're gonna give them to you. So if you're a DJ, so we need a DJ. Yeah, I know TJ, he come do a DJ for a party. TJ, what you do, like,
so
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you multiple service. Okay, so give us a rundown. Me and Key, we got a business. We just started a business. We come to you like, hey, we need y'all help. Where do y'all start? Where do we start?
What's your service first? Or what is your business?
Let's say we have a product. We got a new wave cap.
So we would start with one, do you have a name? Is it a legit business first? Do you have your LLC? We send you, make sure you get your LLC. If you come with us with your LLC, everything like that, and you have your name, and then we go say, okay, well, let's come up with a logo. So we come up with a logo. Then we come up with, make sure you get your email addresses. We make sure you get your, like all the startup stuff, your website, your business cards. What's your plan as far as like marketing it? Let's set up a photo shoot. We literally set up photo shoots for our clients. Just so, because I really hate when people.
Can I be in it? Can I be my own? Can I like put the wake cap on myself and be?
Yes, you can. You can. Because what I hate, like we have asked clients like, hey, send us a professional shot. I had somebody y'all who came and sent me a selfie.
Of course.
Like a selfie, and I'm like, this is not a professional shoot. I know you want it to be, but it's not. And then you got people who got products, but you taking pictures on your phone. Like, no, it don't work like that. I'm sorry, it don't work.
But before all of that, if your product is online, we're gonna tell you to take it off, because we don't want nobody to take your idea before we get it to where we get to the professional spot. If it's a real good idea, you don't have it coined already, we're gonna ask you to take it off before we continue, just so we can keep that safe, if you're okay with it. Okay. If you're not, then it's up to you, but go ahead.
So y'all do the whole rollout package, it sounds like you just
yeah. We do the social media marketing. We literally have a social media packet where we will upload, we'll control, we'll engage, we'll do all of that through the social media accounts. And then we also have it to where like these people who want to start businesses, but then like the girls who want to post their naked pictures online, but still you want to market your eyelash or your weave line or do all of that. It don't work like that. You literally stop your clientele, because a lot of people don't want to work with you because of how you promote yourself. on social media. So, and it's like it's sad to say that it affects people, but it really do, especially the older generation. They don't
Sex sells. We see it every day.
It sells, but it
depends on
doesn't
what you're
sell.
selling.
Oh, okay.
That's true. It does. Sex sells, but sex does not sell. Like when you are let's think of it like this on a scale. When you have a business, right? And you are portraying yourself in a way that maybe 50% of your clients don't like, that leaves you with 50%. So now you didn't cut off 50% of your sales because you don't have a business page. You adding all your clients on your personal page when you being raunchy. So now you just cut off 50% of your sales. Why cut off 50% of your sales when you can have 100%?
Okay.
That makes no sense.
I like that.
So basically you would get a separate page for your business rather than posting
if
your
you want to
products
be crazy,
with no
exactly. If you want to be
connection.
crazy, exactly. If you want to be crazy, you want to wild out, all power to you. That's cool, but do it on a separate page than what you do on your business page. Don't let your clients see that side of you because it will stop your dollars. It will stop your dollars. Like when you have these big money people trying to come in and work with you, they don't want to see that because your image will ruin their brand. Why do you think so many people lose endorsements after they do stuff? Because they can't tarnish their brand. You stopping dollars. So that's what we try to promote, and that's our biggest thing with our clients.
That's okay.
Yes. I hope everybody got their notepad out today.
Yeah.
There's so many different things. There's so many different things to take away from this. We started off with the marriage. Now we talking about the business. It's just gems. It's gems.
For sure. Yeah, it's crazy.
To wrap up your do-rag question real quick, TJ, because she wrapped it up. But after all that, you want to come back with it, you ready to release it, we do event parties as well. So we do
yes.
We do event
business
events. So you would have like a coming out for your event or even your podcast, a launch party. We'll coordinate that for you. We'll find a venue. We'll get all the services and everything.
Can I get Uncle Nelly to come through too, or is that am I reaching?
I have to just try and do some real
Okay,
deep kind of.
If you got the budget.
Okay.
If you got the budget.
Okay, she has the money there. Absolutely, we can get Unc there.
You give me the bag. I say, Nelly, here, I got TJ on the I don't know what your time schedule looks like.
He know me though. He gonna come through for your boy. He know nothing.
So how long have y'all officially been in business?
1 year now. So September, right? So on paper, September is 1 year, but unofficially, Jordan been doing it since 2018.
Right.
So that's his clientele, this clients that have been kind of hanging out with me.
Yep.
That's
1 year, y'all doing all of that. That's really good.
Man, a black couple in business together, a successful business. That should be written down in history somewhere. Some people say it's hard, because some will say that's hard to do, especially as a black couple. People say that's hard to do because of, egos, because of different situations, because even the situation you mentioned earlier, you talked about, hold on, who this business for? People want entitlement as well. So sometimes, a lot of businesses fail. So I appreciate all the tips and all the help you gave us, because I'm pretty sure somebody's New Year's goal, New Year's resolution is to start a new business, maybe even to start one with hubby or start one with babe. So I'm pretty sure y'all gave them some juice to start, and hopefully they know where to start.
But I was gonna say though, before you do get in, because now I'm talking to my fellas out there. With that question, she asked, "Is it my business or your business?" I'm gonna be 100%. First, pride kicked in. I'm like, all right. I said, "It's our business." I know. I'm gonna back up because she when she starts something, she own it, she get it done, and she goes through. Me, I was still procrastinating at times. I was still learning at my own speed, but she like, well, I'm gone, so you need to be up here with me. I'm like, give me my time, I'm gonna get there. So you gotta know your learning style. So I started figuring out, I honestly don't know this, but I can't be prideful. I gotta all right, go ahead. But when I told you this, all right, I know my fault. I mean, yes, it's still my business, but it's our business, and her style is gonna get it to this level where mine's to get it there, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be steps, but she knows, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be slower to get there.
That's important.
It's gonna get there, but she gonna take it there. But
Look,
I had to solve my process. Our business, I step back, let her be in the leadership. Like, hey, I know you're gonna get it there. But
for real.
Yeah, it's hard.
You gotta know your role too.
Wait, say that one more time. Let me turn you up. Say that one more time.
Yeah, you have to know your role, because when you try to step into a role that you are not comfortable with, like you just it's not gonna work. So for example, like I'm not gonna try to step and say, yeah, I'm gonna do all of this outreach, because I know that that's not my role. I know that he's good at that. He's good with getting on the phone call. If people don't really want to give me a response, sometimes I get mad and I'm like, F you too. You know? But I can't do that. And he'd be like, you gotta be cool. You can't do this, you know. So he be coaching me through, like, because I get frustrated. I will get frustrated if people are like taking too long to do stuff. I'm like, because I'm a person, I'm step by step, I'm gonna get it done fast. But he like, be patient, do this, just relax, I'll handle this call, you know. So I have to stay in my place. But look, and then vice versa, I have an eye for detail. I have an eye for design. I have an eye for things that look right. And so I came up, he was like, hey, he was like, I'm gonna do this and do this and do that. And so I was like, all right. So I let him go on Canva, play with the design and did this. So he sent me something. I was like, all right. I spiced it up. I was like, okay, look, I spiced it up. I did it like this. And he was like, and I sent it back to him the way I thought it should look.
Totally different.
It was just, it looked totally different. And he was like, I'm going to stay in my lane. It was like, words. And he was just like, I'm going to stay in my lane. And I was like, now you understand what I mean by, you know, we have to play on each other's strengths.
Yeah. TJ, think of building our website when we was in communication class, building a flyer, and you get to stack it up like that.
Easy.
That was me. I was just stacking. She like angle and make stuff big, different. I'm doing regular rectangle, stacking. Who, what, where, when, why, how.
One-on-one. I feel you, Jay. I feel you.
That's it.
Like that. She said, play your role, know your role. Okay. Yeah, say less on that one. That's what's up, man. And I hope everybody's taking notes. Like we said in the beginning, this is a notes podcast.
You can find us on all platforms at Wilson's PR Pitch, Facebook. We have TikTok, and our website is wilsonsprpitch.com. And you can contact us, email us, choose whatever you want.
Hey, they see it right here.
Hey.
The info is right here. The info is right here. Don't worry, man. Y'all got a small business, new business, big business, skinny business. Hit them up, man. They got y'all. I promise you. Hope y'all learned something new so far. Hope y'all enjoying the podcast. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you comment, you do all that good stuff that y'all say y'all gonna do. Y'all be saying it. Let's do it. That's crazy. All right, man. Welcome back, man. Hope y'all enjoying the show. Let's get right into it, because this is one of my favorite parts of the show when we have guests. The Crazy But True Hot Seat. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited. Listen, y'all don't know what questions we about to ask, but we got some questions.
Don't make it too spicy.
We like to get spicy around here. We hope this gonna be good. It's gonna be a good test for y'all marriage. It's gonna be a good test for y'all relationship. We're gonna see what kind of answers y'all got.
Let's pray right quick.
Me and Key just gonna fire some questions.
Because we didn't play some games, y'all.
I can't think of a game that has.
I wish we could remember the game, but it's like this relationship game that's going around. So yeah, we good.
Okay, y'all good then. Y'all good. So me and Key just gonna fire some questions off. You know, y'all both can answer. One of y'all can answer. We'll let her both of y'all answers, but you know, we know how that can go.
You say Key Asking the questions?
Me and Key, we gonna fire some questions off on y'all.
And he's scared of Kiki.
No, I'll take key questions. His head on. And she got respect a little bit on her. She got the.
You're right.
I don't know about TJ.
That's right. Key, where you want to start with them?
You put me on the spot, but you know what? I got a good one to start with. We can start a little safe. When y'all annoy each other, when the other person getting on your nerves, how you deal with that? What's your way to decompress from that and you know what I'm saying, brush it off and bounce
We
back?
just said at the same time, 1, 2, 3, 15
minutes.
15.
What's 15?
Like if we are in like a debate or stuff, like we not seeing eye to eye, we have to be like, all right, give me my 15. I need 15.
Fellas.
I need 15.
Fellas.
I like that. Yeah.
Fellas, when you move in, I don't want to count nobody's pockets, but you can get an extra room.
Yes.
And make that your man cave.
Okay.
He got his little man cave.
Important.
You know, the rest of the house is mine. But he got
He got that little room over there.
Right now, TJ.
Yes. And another thing, don't share bathrooms. We don't share bathrooms. It helps so much because,
really?
child, yes. We do not share bathrooms.
You have your different cleaning styles. Not saying I'm dirty, but she just real particular. She just, it's different things, different living styles.
That's
Need more room.
Crazy but sure. Check in with us and let me know. Do y'all got different bathrooms for each other? That's a good one. I need to know this one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, that was a good question. I got one for him. What about a curfew? Or do one of y'all do y'all have relationship curfews like Jordan, if Adriana go out for too long, so you gotta be back by a certain time, or vice versa with Jordan or Adriana? If he go out for too long, you gotta be back by a certain time, or
So honestly, we do a lot of stuff together. But like if it's like he going out like for a bachelor party, like of course he be in by a respectable time. Like I think
it's all right there. What's a respectable time?
So okay, so I was gonna give you an example. Cool. I got you. So like, okay, the last time he was like going for a bachelor party or something like that. I think the time was like 2:30 or 3. So that was like, I think that's a respectable time. Like you don't gotta be out till 5 a.m. But like, yeah, but a respectable time is
okay.
That was in town. You talking the one in town?
Yeah, that was in town. Now, if he out of town,
okay.
Like when he went out of town, like they didn't probably come in until like 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, cause I mean, us too. When we went to Vegas and when I went to my girls' bachelorette party, we probably didn't leave Dre's until 6 o'clock in the morning. So.
Okay.
Yeah, if you out of town, you do you. But if we in town, then it's
in town. Okay. That's okay. Hey, I mess with that too, low key.
But I mean, at the same time, it's really not a curfew like you put it as.
Right.
I gotta be cognizant where she's from. She's more of a safety.
Okay.
It's more of a safety, and then it's also safety for me as well. There's certain places I shouldn't be past a certain time. Now, if it's like I'm at a kickback or something like that with my partners, and we are together, and I'm just lose track of time. That's different. But I'm like out of the club, I'm out. Right. I really myself, I don't feel good around 3 a.m. just because. But I know it's gonna happen. We all like know that.
Is it a text that's sent if somebody not home at a respectable time? Is it like a text that's sent or a call that's made?
Of course. Like, if you know you're going to be coming in, like, it's just be like, hey, I'm running a little late. I'll be there, blah, blah. At least let me know. Like, if you let me know,
No.
Exactly.
I'm talking about for the opposite person.
Huh?
So for the person that's in the crib?
Yeah.
Waiting?
Well, in natural is not that. I mean, I get where you're going.
I don't.
He act basically if you out and I'm texting like it's getting close to that time.
Hey,
hold
on.
But see, we just have a respect level in our thing. So even if we not out, we do this all the time anyway. So like even on a regular day, like, hey, I'm doing this, hey, I'm doing that.
Okay.
Like I just pulled up just because of safety purposes. Like I don't know. Kiki can vouch for this. Like where I grew up in Chicago, Inglewood. Like I know so many people getting kidnapped. I know people who be dying. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like so many people who I grew up with, family members. Like, and so I have a little bit of PTSD from, you know what I'm saying, just because of everything that's going on. And so like, and then look what everything was going on with the police. Like, so it's like he always gone on the road because he referees. So he don't be coming in sometimes till late at night. So like we have to communicate and say, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm there. So that's something that goes on every day in our relationship regardless. So if he going out or I'm going out, then it's not out of the normal. Okay. To communicate that.
And again, she's absolutely correct. But it's still, it's to the people out there, to the fellas, it's gonna still test your pride because it's gonna think she's checking in and it's gonna cross your mind, but it's more like a safety thing. So I ain't gonna lie to you, being honest, if I'm
irritated, I was trying to,
if I'm having a long day, I'm irritated, and I get that, why you ain't call me? Oh, all right, now it sends off, but it's not because of the action, it's because of how it's already feeling. Right. But you gotta take care of the note.
Okay. And so like for me, so like, okay, so I know this gonna be on the internet, but he was in a little small town. We know how those small towns be. Mm-hmm. Those small Absolutely. 10,000 people towns. And so when he is out like that, I get nervous. I literally get nervous. Like he's a black man in these small towns. So I literally get nervous. Like I be on edge. And I'm like, you know, so I was like, I need you to call. I need you to let me know, give me updates, because like it's no type of thought of, oh, is he cheating? It's the thought of, is he safe? Is he okay? Did he get pulled over? Like that's what goes through my head.
So based on what y'all saying, leads me to another question, but it seems like y'all don't share locations with one another.
No, we do.
Ooh.
Okay. We talked about locations. We talked about sharing locations before on the pod, and I thought that was a good question. Some of the guys felt that was pretty invasive.
I tell her all the time, I don't have anything to hide. The only thing I honestly be hiding is if I'm at a food restaurant. She'll always spend the money outside the house. And so, but sometimes I'll be on the road and I'm like,
and you like, I'm hungry.
And I'm like, hungry. I'm like, what if she just had to be in the bed? She just check the location.
I be so mad though, y'all. He be like, cause look, I'm the type of person I'll be like, let's not try to spend so much money so we can save for later. You know what I'm saying? We want to go out for the weekend, and cause I'm very analytical. So you know what I'm saying? I'm the saver. I'm the saver. So he be like, then he'll sneak off, y'all. And while he at work, he'll buy some food, or every day he want to stop at Quick Trip and get
real quick, in and out.
It's a little treat.
I just need a little treat. I'm on a roll, man.
No, but listen,
if you TJ Farm, you see that Chick-fil-A in the bag in the car, I see the Chick-fil-A.
Man, so how did y'all start sharing locations? Like, how did was that a conversation? Did one person just sneak and turn theirs on, so then the other person had to turn theirs on too? Or
no, it was a conversation, just like, you know, to see, because so when he's driving in those towns, he'll completely lose signal. Like, and he can't call. And it has happened on multiple occasions where he has had to go hours without communicating because he in those towns and there's no signal in those towns. But with us sharing locations, I'm able to see at least where he is and if he's okay, make sure he not on some, because Wade's be taking him on the little back highway J, highway K.
Right.
So that's kind of, it was a conversation though, like, and that was just something we came up with. It wasn't always like that. I think it just started getting like that as he got more referee games. Like his schedule started to pick up with refereeing.
But to answer your question again, TJ, about why is it more of a, why I give it to her? To me, it's because I know I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna give you an answer what I mean by that. you probably get to it later in the show about the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Once I crossed that line to marriage, I knew that I wasn't going to play with marriage. I'm not cheating. I'm not stepping out because this is God's thing. It's ordained by him, so I'm not doing it. So for me giving her the location, it was more of an ease on my mind because I'm driving, so I'm vibing myself on my time. And every time my music, I get the music, she called me like, she, not in a bad way, but she checking my safety book. She has my location. It's all right, cool. I can vibe out. I'm good. She got my location. I know I ain't doing nothing. You ain't got to check, keep calling around me because I know it worries you sometimes. But I'll be respectful and give you the location. And now I can vibe out going on. You know where I'm at type thing. So that's the answer to the question.
That's cool. That's cool. And I don't know. I'm going to just say you're the bigger man. You're a big man. Because maybe it happens, it switches over, the mindset changes when you get married. Is that when it changed for y'all? Was y'all
No, it can change. It can
before marriage. Before marriage, was y'all doing locations?
Yes. Yes. Your mindset don't change because you walk down the aisle. Your mindset changes because you decide that's the person who you want to be with. Like your mind, just because you walk down the aisle, that doesn't mean your mindset is gonna change. You have to practice your mindset. You have to change your mindset. Like you have to come to an agreement and have those conversations and know what makes your spouse uncomfortable. He knows that I get nervous, I get anxious, I get anxiety because of different things that I have been through. So that's what he does to make me comfortable, not out of, because I think he's doing something, but because he knows that I want to make sure he's safe. So it just comes with your mindset has to change based on what your spouse is comfortable with or not comfortable with, and that start before marriage.
I didn't know that.
TJ thought he was gonna be a new man as soon as they walk down the aisle.
Boy, no.
As soon as they cut the cake.
It's like
no, you
came over me.
Exactly.
You wake up the next morning like, dang, I'm the same.
Right, he made the light bulb go off like,
no, same shit, different day.
You gonna still be like, I don't even want to be here.
But no, TJ, you know what? A lot of people think that though. A lot of people think that way, and think that as soon as they get married, they go wake up and no. These are conversations you gotta have before you walk down the aisle.
Okay. Wow. Learn something new every day. I thought it was like getting baptized. You can act up all the way up to you
get baptized and still be the same sinner.
Exactly. Baptized is the same way. You still gotta practice. You still have to practice after you get baptized. You gotta practice being
before you get baptized too. Yeah.
Hey.
That's true. That's true.
It's true. Crazy, but it's true. Crazy, but wow. Okay. Let me ease into the next question then.
You taking a back. You don't even know what to do. You stunned. Like, damn, I gotta start now.
We're gonna turn this to our podcast. Get ask you some questions. Check on you, brother.
That's crazy. But so what about as far as the money? How do y'all spend money together? Do y'all spend money separately? I know you said like you guys are saving together, but as far as being married, do y'all bank accounts automatically join? Jordan, you got a little stash on the side from in the cut?
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6, 7, 8. We got 8 accounts.
8 accounts. That's why?
Joint? All joint?
So I have my personal savings and check-ins. He has his personal savings and check-ins. We got the business savings and check-ins, and then we have our joint savings and check-ins.
But our system is that all money goes into the joint check-ins, and then we disperse it out. So
after bills are paid, after savings is paid, after we tithe, then we do our own money.
So our joint, our separate accounts are hurting because we gotta get past the bills first, and then we like. But it doesn't say it's hurt. It's not hurt. It's that our personal.
It's like the least important account.
Yeah, it's the last thing that gets the money free.
That's my snack money and my my gas money.
Right.
A little quick trip. I feel you. That's what's up.
Yeah, my little Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
That's what. And once again, was that before when y'all got married, was y'all joint together before marriage?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, not the money.
Mm-mm.
Not the fun.
It wasn't until my last name. Not until my last name became Wilson, then we joined our bank account. We went together and opened it.
That's another thing about learning your partner, though. You gotta learn your partner. So if you really,
can't join accounts with everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, finance is a big thing to people. So if y'all not on the same page before you get married, finance is like me and her. Like I know that when we go in our careers, we gonna have some money, but I'm not gonna put her on no prenup or nothing like that because she was with me in college when I was eating.
When we was eating off Link.
Hey, shout out to Link.
Anybody got some Link? Let me get some.
Shout out to Link.
You know what I'm saying? We was in college addresses for Link and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's I ain't gonna never go to that route, but you gotta know your partner. But now the older you get and you start meeting people, yeah, you gotta kind of have that conversation. Like you gotta burn down the habit because hey, it's a tough conversation to have sometimes.
I seen money, you know, make or break relationships. Mostly break them down to the ground. I mean, stump them down in the dirt.
So something we learned in marriage counseling, because we did go to marriage counseling before we got married, and something our pastor and his wife said to us. He said that you have to, like, as far as roles, like, you know how you have your stereotypical roles of the man is the provider and, you know what I'm saying, the wife should stay home and cook and clean and do this and that. The reality of it is, and what he explained to us, you have to do what works for your relationship. You have to do what works for your marriage. So yes, I'm a cook, I'm a clean, but I want to be a full-blown investor too. So you can go out and do your thing, but I'm going to bring on some extra money too, because I want to be an investor. So for me, it was like, okay, I know how I am with money. He's not like that with money. So we put me in charge of finances because I just think I just have the money mindset. So it's like, I wouldn't put him, he bringing in the money. I'm like, all right, thank you. Let me disperse the money where it needs to go. So it's like, if you know your wife is better with money than you, and she can put y'all in a better financial situation, then don't allow your pride to take over that, because a lot of men do. And he had that problem for a minute too, but that was something that you have to work through. You have to have that conversation with, you know what I'm saying? And I have to show him, like, okay, well, let me show you my personal account so that you can understand how good I am with money. You know what I'm saying? So it gets into those different conversations.
Like, you gotta show me. If you say you good at this, you have to show me. Like, I'm not just finna just trusting you in something. Like, you gotta hold on.
Yeah.
What I said earlier in the show, I took a lot of knockers. I ain't believe it until I had to see it myself. You gotta show me. That's bad if I've been from St. Louis. You gotta show me.
That's facts. Hey, what about for sex? Do y'all have sex every day?
No.
What a curveball there.
Every day, 3 times a day. Like that's what they say, right?
I heard so many rumors and so many stories about married couples and sex. I got this.
Like what?
First married couple we have on here, so I gotta ask, like, what is y'all's sex relationship like when y'all like being married? Is it different when y'all was single? Is it more? Is it less? Is it, it's the same?
You got to schedule it. You got to be like, okay, Wednesday at 6:30. I got that little break.
Like, it is funny that y'all say that, because scheduling, is real. Because sometimes, okay, so like,
man, you gotta wait. Let us breathe first.
Yeah. What?
Listen.
Pause.
Let us breathe first. Hold on.
Listen, so it's different. It's different. It's not like when you was in college and y'all just get out of class and
wow.
It's not that. It's not that. Like, it'll be like times where he want it and I don't, and I want it and he don't. And you have to find times to connect. It'd be like, damn, can I take a rain check right now? Like,
All right, Jordan, we done with you, Jordan. Jordan, can you pull us back in this, please? Can you please pull us?
it's not lying though, Jordan.
TJ can't accept this.
Jordan, pull us back in this.
It's different. It's different.
Help us, please.
Please do not vouch for her. Please go, please.
Oh. So
Oh no.
I'm not. Yeah. So I'm like this. As you grow together in the time together, you got to find different things out. Her love language changed. So the way I used to attract to her when we were single before we got married, it doesn't attract her now when we're married.
Nope, to women.
However, men, ours may not change. You can just take the shirt off, get out the shower, be neck, feet. You can brush by me in the kitchen real quick and you know what I'm saying? Like, we own that, but it's like you gotta match her. So if you're not honestly matching it for her and you just doing it, well, I mean, if you're just doing it just for her and you're not doing it for yourself as well to find a way to connect with her, then you're gonna miss and you're gonna be arguing because now your time's not matching up. So it is another level of work, which is why our parents used to tell us don't have sex till marriage, because it really does.
It does affect it.
Once you get with your soulmate and you get your partner, and
Wow, so the stories are
everything stuff changes.
I have, this is what I said. I said if I could go back and literally not lose my virginity before marriage, I would go back and just hold it for now, because it's like sex is not the same when you are married. It's not the same. And I can't speak from a man's perspective, but I can speak from a woman's perspective. And you get to the point where it's like you have been with other men, but it's like they were not worth it in the past. When you get with the person who you are supposed to be with, it's like, okay, they wasn't worth it. Like, I wish I could have saved that for right now. You know what I'm saying? Because in the past, it was lust. It wasn't love. It was lust. So you go from being attracted to a person based on lust and what you see, but then when you get married, it's so much more. I want you on a more intimate level now. I don't want you on a lustful level anymore. So the things that you did to attract me sexually won't stimulate me anymore, because I want you on a deeper level. So that's why sex is different. So you can't just like, oh, it's up, so now let's go. No, you gotta stimulate me mentally, emotionally, all those things. So it comes with a different deck of cards, and that's real.
TJ over there confused, he's taking no notes.
I'm on the next sheet of paper already. I'm like, cause I really listened to what she just said, and I understood that, but I'm like, wow, that sounds. And
I mean, it really does come down to that's why I said marriage is a different thing. That's why, unfortunately, the divorce rate is high, because people just play with marriage and they don't understand what you really get entitled to. So if you get married for the wrong reason, it's going to come out within the years that you've been together. Either you're going to be unhappy. So say if I wasn't doing it the right way and I really wasn't in love with my wife, then it's like, all right, she's not giving me no sex. I don't want to be here, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to go step out, cheat, bam. That's how then you get caught and stuff like that. So you really got to it's really got to swallow your pride, bro. You really have to swallow your pride when in a marriage, because everything's not going to be for you, but you got to do things for your partners to make it work. But when you do click, you good. So, yeah, all right. So.
And you got to talk, like, people be afraid to talk. You have to talk to your partner about sex. You have to talk to your partner about what you like, what you don't like, because the stuff that I liked in college, I don't like it no more. So you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to talk about different stuff.
You just like, dang, you used to like that, babe. What happened?
Yeah,
Now I'm sad. Now I'm mad at you.
it's crazy because
That was your favorite chick. Like, what's up?
I'm not even gonna lie. I was irritated at myself. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why I don't like you no more? You know what I'm saying? So it's real. Like you especially, like I said, I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. You have to learn your body. Your body is going to go through changes. Your mind is going to go through changes. And you have to be willing to adapt to yourself and your partner. You have to express to your partner what's going on, because he had no idea what was going on with me. So I had to literally sit down and tell him, these are the things that's going through my head. I don't know what's going on and I can't explain it. So I need you to work with me. And that was real. You gotta have naked conversations with your partner.
Meanwhile, I think I'm ugly. I done gained some weight. I done cut my beard off basketball. Now I'm back. I don't got it no more. I'm like, damn. But like, I used to carry. I need some validation today.
But then we go on vacation. It's like a whole nother. You know what I'm saying? We go on vacation. It's popping.
Right now. Vacation. That's what you need. Vacation. Resorts on the beach, the waves.
I got you.
But that's why communication is so important. People be so afraid to have those real conversations, and so many people hold those things back and are afraid to let them out. And a lot of relationships end just over the things that people won't say, the things that people won't discuss.
Yes.
And they'll tell you years later, and you like, oh, I didn't know that. I guess I was
right. Why didn't you say that? Exactly.
Beam into your mind.
But women, I can't be like that. I be telling her all the time though. It's a lot of people that's not okay that we're talking. So I don't know about you, TJ.
Both sexes.
Both
sexes.
Yeah.
Both sexes.
Yeah.
It may be a dominant person in both sexes, the man or the woman, and they might not feel comfortable. It started off to where I really wasn't comfortable. I still struggle sometimes with speaking up until we get in an argument, and it's like, well, why you saying something now about it? You should have said before, well, I didn't feel comfortable, but you just took that shot, so I'm gonna take my back. I've been holding it in the chamber, but I should have been said so and spoke on it in a better way. So it's more about she had to realize she is dominant and she had to be patient. I gotta be more I had to speak up more for myself when I feel something instead of holding to it. So
unfortunately, I'm like the over talker. Like I say stuff that get in my relationship. People say stuff. People don't say nothing.
You self-sabotage?
People don't say nothing in the end of that. I'm more the person, I say too much. They be like, you know what, you're right.
Oh gosh, I understand what you mean by that.
Yeah, maybe I said too much.
You can talk yourself right out of a situation. If you would have just said like 3 less words, you'd have been straight.
But even that bad, you just made it worse.
So yeah, that's interesting, man. We really appreciate y'all coming on, not only giving us some gems, but giving our crazy but trues some gems and some good notes, starting off this year in 2022. It's a lot of people, like I said, who is in the business of being entrepreneurs and want to start their own business, who's maybe in a new relationship, who's maybe been in a relationship, and they don't know how to start that with their partner. So hopefully they learn some stuff about how to talk. Something really, really important is naked conversations. I had my first naked conversation probably like a year ago, and then I like to do them like a lot now. Like, let's just talk naked.
Yes.
Wait, what? What?
Wait, what?
What that is?
I'll try to figure out. I was shaking my head. My feet all talk.
I don't think you mean to talk naked. We talking about.
That's not that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, we don't mean like you naked, like
in the news.
Take my clothes off.
That wouldn't start anything.
Whoa, that went over my head.
Yeah, naked conversations is the meaning like you are open, you are honest, you are literally saying exactly how you feel. You raw, you're not hiding anything. So that's what that means by naked. Like you are not hiding anything. You just out in the open, your emotions, your feelings, everything. So naked conversations.
That kind of TJ. My bad. But
Becky.
Yeah.
Listen, I had my first one last year, and I like to do it all the time now. Like, what?
I'm like,
So
I
you
was
just
like, oh, you want
started
to get
cuddling,
deep
what
for
you saying?
every conversation?
They work though. It's crazy enough. They work. They really.
you was pillow talking is what you
So you just started cuddling.
That's called.
It's your first time cuddling. Okay. Gotcha.
This man just started cuddling at the age of 30.
Might be. I thought that's what y'all was talking about. All right, man. So I think that's the perfect segue. Let's get into some CBT Roses, some CBT advice, and let's go ahead and get out of here, man. Let's end this because we got kind of long-winded. But anybody, let's give out some CBT Roses. Key, you got any roses to give out today in this 2022 in this new year?
I'm gonna give my rose out to all the people with the New Year's resolutions. You know, we said some things about y'all that were true, but I'm gonna give y'all a rose because that might help y'all really do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that you can extend that 2 weeks into 2 months and maybe 2 years. Who knows?
Facts. My rose go out to everybody who's starting a business this year. I had a lot of people hit me up in the past year about podcasting and how they want to get into it, how to get into it. And I told them, hey, this is the best time because you got a whole new reset is about to come. So shout out to everybody who not only starting podcasts but starting new businesses. And this is the perfect show for you because we got some people for you right there. These two people right here. And yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Stay strong. Y'all need any help or any information on starting podcasts, I'll tell y'all everything y'all need to know for the free.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
We actually do have somebody who wants to, so.
Tell them holla at your boy. All right, what kind of roses y'all, the Wilsons, want to give out today? Y'all got any roses to give out?
You go.
Well, I started the show with saying I'm gonna give my roses to all my Black men out there. Nothing against the women out there, but to the men, I just know sometimes, we don't get the respect or we don't get the world, we get bad things against us. So I'm gonna give my respect and the rose to all the Black men out there that's actually trying to do good better with their life.
Try.
Well, mine is gonna go to the Black sisters then. So all my Black girls, my Black women who are trying to better themselves, who always have to be strong or feel like you have to be strong. My rose goes to all of those women because we are made of bricks, okay? We have to be so strong as so many times or feel like we have to be so strong. So yeah.
One more rose to TJ for the platform. Thank you.
Let's go. I got 2 roses in 2 weeks. That's what's up. I'll take all of them. I need all my roses. Appreciate that. No, we appreciate y'all for coming on.
For sure.
Me and Key couldn't wait till y'all got on. I know some people don't understand our relationship. We all did go to college together, all 4 of us, and it was awesome. It was great to see Jordan and Adriana's transition in their relationship, in their business, in their marriage. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Wilson's family, the whole Wilson family.
The whole Wilson family, right?
All of them. All of them.
Ooh-wee. Quincy.
So
That's
shout out.
some love right there.
Quincy has some. I saw the interview with Barry, man. Quincy has some stories, okay?
Yes, we got a lot. We might as well do a whole episode about QU.
All right, let's cut that right there then. Cut off the combo.
What I was so crazy about the episode was my inbox was filled up with so many messages about, I guess people ain't want to share their memories, publicly, but they'll tell me like different memories they had. It was all in my inbox. I had like 20 messages.
Wow.
So
That's beautiful.
So the episode touched some people and it made people think about Quincy a little bit. And I hate that we went through this whole show without saying rest in peace to Mashawn and Top.
I know, yes, definitely.
I got a little dedication for him I put in the beginning of the show, but I hate that we went through the show without saying RIP to him. We lost a really good, true friend, from Chicago, who we went to university with, who we met, who was kind of dear to everybody, a little personal more to us, but he was dear to everybody. So rest in peace to him. And shout out to Quincy. I think that was a crazy time to drop that episode because, with the passing of Mashawn, people kind of felt, Quincy did bring a lot of people together. So
Yes, friendships, relationships, everything. Like, yeah.
For sure. So another honorary rose go out to Mashawn M. Top Plumber and Quincy. Shout out. I hate to get a little sad there, but let's get into some CBT advice. That's in the show as we do with some legendary CBT advice. Anybody want to start us off with some advice?
I'll start us off with some advice. I didn't bring up Sean just because that's somebody that's really close to me and I've been really messed up about that. But my advice is gonna be based off what I've been seeing. Like, nobody has anything bad to say about that man. You can't say nothing bad about Mashawn. And so my advice is just to love on your people, be a good person, you know what I'm saying? Show that love, because so many people felt loved by him. So many people had a connection with that man. And I just want to live my life like that, for real. I want people to be able to tell all these positive stories about me. And so that's my advice.
That's true, Kiki. That's all I remember coming in freshman year. And it's funny, I actually had a class with him and it was nothing but positivity from him, for real.
Always. Man, I never heard or had a bad moment with him. It was crazy how he went out, because, you know, if you want to go out, you kind of want to go out, you know, remember like that, like Kiki said, as a hero and as just great memories, being positive vibe, being a positive person. I kind of want to double up on your advice. How do you want to be remembered? You know, when you go out, I have to think about, you know, in 2022, you know, everybody didn't make it to this year, but, you know, kind of think about that as you go through this year, because the years are getting crazier and crazier. How do you want to be remembered? That's my advice.
Yes. I would say my advice would be to kind of go based on what y'all said, is to aim to be the person who you needed when you were younger. So be that person who you needed, or who you would have needed at a time of like difficulty, or even not difficulty, like at a time of success or whatever. Like, be that person who you needed at one point when you were down.
Well, my advice is kind of off from your guys' though, but mine
Nothing
is
wrong with that.
just strive to be healthy. I want to push health this year, whatever health is in your life, because I want to see everybody. There's already too many reasons being taken out of this world, with just freak accidents, killings and stuff. So if we just eliminate health and kind of be more on the health side, I think we gotta stick around longer to impact the next generation, because I think this generation, we all offer a lot, and we all are doing big things on the entrepreneur side of things. So I think it'd be good to kind of pass that down to the next generation and continue to build it. So you gotta be allowed to do that and healthy. So
yes, sir. You know what they say, health is wealth. And I hope
health is wealth.
everybody achieve and have both all year long. Hope everybody get through their goals and their resolutions. Shout out to Winston PR Pitch.
It's crazy but true. The podcast, we got them all hating on us like we won't last. It's a creative space, so press play. We want them numbers running up like you doing a race. It's crazy but true. Born and raised in the loop, we covering every single topic, sports, music, through news. We dropping facts, man. So go and grab a friend. And if you liking what you hearing, tell them tap in. Tap in.